Hey guys, it's Miss Nix here, and today I'm going to be playing Cupid, a visual novel. It said that that it's very uh, immature in a way of sexual content. So if there is any sexual content, I will cut that part out. So if it just jumps to like a random cutscene, that is the reason why, because I don't want to violate YouTube's you know rules and stuff. But it just looks like a really cool free game. It's on Steam. It's called Cupid a Visual Novel. So you can play by yourself if you would like and experience it on the off mature. But mine is on, so I can have more of a full experience with you guys. So let's get right into it. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. There's no need to explain. It's only natural. A mother loves her daughter more than anything else in the world. He hates you, doesn't he? The whole lot of them despise you, don't they? Chasing you into the forest and gouging a hole into your leg, all because you smiled at their husbands. And you know what? You deserve it. You freak. You disgusting, horrible, filthy little girl. Didn't I tell you to stay away from them? You never listen. Serves you right for being the dirty little girl you are. But you don't have to worry, my darling. It's alright. Even if the world wishes you were dead, I promise you this. Your mother will always be by your side. Priest. My goodness, child, what has happened to you? Oh, shit. Our girl was slumped in the doorway, soaked by the rain. Her leg was covered in dirt and blood. She lifted her head upon hearing the priest's voice staring back into the lake eyes. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. She hobbled forwards, her blooded leg giving away. Automatically, the priest rushed forward to steady her. Years of spiritual training had prepared him for the most unexpected guest to his church. He sprung into action. He urged her into a pew, brought out some clean cloth and antiseptic, and began to bandage her wound on her leg. Yet throughout all this, he found that he couldn't take his eyes off her. Oh no! Please don't tell me something bad's gonna happen! He would be gazing at the roll of bandages in his hand, deciding how to tie them. And then out of nowhere, he would be staring into her eyes. Oh, the creeps! The feels! Oh my god, I can't! Dude! Even with all the mud and grime smeared across her face, he couldn't deny that she was absolutely beautiful. She has nothing on her face! What do you mean? It's just a little few scratches. How old was she? 20? 18? 16? Her face was so young. The priest has long since aged past his desire for opposite sex, but somehow something about her imperturbed him. When he realized his own thoughts, he quickly steered his mind towards other matters. My child, what happened to you? She seemed to take all the time in the world before responding. He looked at me. He looked at me and touched me, and then he started to kiss me. At first the priest didn't understand. Then he realized a jolt of anger of what she meant. It was happening more and more often nowadays. The young men of France these days were spirited, uncontrollable ruffians. Either way. A lady walking home by herself one night would be prey to a few number of them. Lust. One of the 7 deadly sins, the one that the priest personally despised the most. Furrowing his brow in sorrow, the priest laid his hand on her thigh. You are safe now, child. God's house is a sanctuary for the faithful. Ugh. I don't think he'll protect me. He looked at her confusion. You see, Father, I have sinned again. Right there among the pews before the altar of God, she bowed her head. I'm sorry. Was she apologizing to him or to someone else? Her hair hid her face and her eyes, and the priest could make neither head or tail of her. What? He suddenly realized that his hands were still on her thigh and hurriedly drew it away. I'm sorry. She repeated this phrase over and over. After a while, the priest got up. Don't fret, child. You are not to blame. I will contact the local constable, but in the meantime, you are free to make yourself at home here. I will fetch you a hot drink. He patted her head and let her go back to her room. She remained seated on the pew, her head bent forward. As the priest's footsteps faded away, the entire church fell into silence. Oh, shit. It's happening. It's happening. Now it was the dead of the night. The clouds covered the sky. Barely a silver moonlight filtered throughout the stained glass. The girl sat alone in the ring of darkness. She opened her mouth. No, I know. If I say my piece, surely. Yes, mother. But you're so very kind. Damn, so I don't know what to say. Have you learned your lesson, idiot? I fear for your safety. Child, follow mother's words and leave. You saw the look in his eyes, didn't you? You cannot stay here. Even a man of God can stain you with the filthiest colors. Be a good girl and follow mother's words. But it's cold outside, mother. The rain has not let up. Can I stay? No! You can leave now and that's final. I will not hear another argument. I'm sorry. Please don't be angry, mother. I understand I shall leave at once. How am I going to mind you like this? You attract so much misfortune everywhere you go. Poor child. A stupid little girl. Always a blight, aren't you? Whatever will you do without me? I'm sorry, mother. Thank you for always guiding me. It's always my fault. The girl sat in silence. Mother was right after all. She was always right. Everything was her fault. Her fist shook in mixture of fear and conviction. She had to do penance. Mother, give me strength. There is something I wish to do. The girl rose from the pew. In front of her was an altar. On top of the altar was an ornamentally decorated cross. It was as wide as her head, and the tip of the cross had been crafted such as a razor sharp. She left the pew, knelt briefly, and then walked over the altar. Don't tell me. You're quite sure you're doing this? The girl's arm trembled ever so slightly. What other way is there for me to atone? She picked up the cross. Oh, my darling daughter, mother is proud of you. Oh, God, no! No! Slowly she brought the sharp end close to her face, so close that it hovered just above her left eye, and then she... I can't imagine someone actually doing that to themselves. The start. That was just chapter 1? What? Dude! I can't. That hurt my heart. That has to be the first episode, dude. I can't. Oh my god. Dude. I can't. That broke my heart. I can't. So then she just killed herself. Well, guys, I'm gonna let you go on this episode. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment what other kind of stuff you want to see from me. Until then, I'll see you next time on whatever video I make. Bye-bye.